Now, what this woman going to say is something that is actually accurate what a lot of men say, but her solution is extremely problematic, and men do find out in the end. Let's go ahead and check this out.
I seen a post on Threads where the girl was saying, like, women ruined it for dating with asking for money because now men don't really want to, be serious because women always big. And I just feel like when it comes to that, like, if you really want to with some money, like, you have to be willing to play the long game. Like, you need to know how to manipulate. You need to learn how to be nice. Like, cook for that if you got to. Like, and I'm not saying, like, you got to be in the kitchen cooking collard greens, black eyed peas, and all that type of shit. I'm just saying, like, simple stuff. Like, if you can make, like, some chicken, some baked chicken, the little cream of chicken in the can at the grocery store, and, like, some spinach to spice it up, that'll get it so good. All men care about is being respected and treated good. So it's like, if you really want that, be willing to play the long game. And if you not willing to play the long game, sister, just tell it. I'm just being honest.
Yes, a lot of men are very aggravated when they meet a woman and immediately she start asking for money. Men aren't out here looking to date a bill collector, because that's what you're acting like, a collection agency. You asking men to provide nails for you that just met you. That's why I always tell a man, don't you go get a broke woman, especially at a certain age. You can't get a broke woman. You got to get a woman that's doing all that on her own. Listen, I know the independent woman has been demonized, but that's those who have an independence with a twist of, modern feminism to it. A woman that's independent of herself is what you really want. Don't you want a woman that got her own place to stay? Don't you want a woman that get her hair and nails done on her own and she's not asking you to pay her rent? She pays her rent. She got her own condo. She got everything on her own. She don't need you for something. She actually wants to be with you because she want to be, not because she need to be. Because some men, in one instance, you want a woman to kind of have things, but another instance you don't. You still want to feel needed. At a certain stage of the game, listen, you want to get, as a man, you want to get a woman that's making some money. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're dating her for that reason, but it's like, dog, you can't be on Section 8. You can't be on welfare and food stamps at a certain age. No, you got to took care of business. Because when y'all talk about people bringing something to the table, that's bringing something to the table. They take care of themselves, because here's the thing. If a woman could take care of herself and something happened to you for some reason, she got it. You can get sick, you can have an accident, something, and you can be temporarily down. What if you broke your leg, for instance, and this woman is broke as a joke. She can't afford nothing. You always giving her everything. She can't do nothing for you. So now, let's say if it took you 12 weeks to heal up from that broken leg. If you have a job that's not work from home, you screwed. Versus a woman that already knew what was going on. She got a career, she got a business, she got whatever. Then she can just pick up that slack until you get back up, and then y'all both good again. Then sometime, man, a man doing it all on his own type of thing, it sounds good on the internet, but in reality, it's not always cracked up to be for you as a man. And you can be resented for it too, because sometimes you may have to work too much to make that happen. And if you don't spend time, kids could resent you, or your lady could resent you because you didn't spend time. But you're so focused on provide, and then didn't understand time is also a part of a relationship. When your mindset was provision, I just need to provide, and I'm showing my love through provision. Yes, we do show our love as men through provision. That's what women don't understand. If we giving you money because we got love for you. Men do not just give their money to, I'm talking about really giving the money. I'm not talking about you tricking off with the little woman paying paying the 150 to him to do your thing. Now, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if a man really like you, he's willing to invest his money into you. So he's even willing to pay for the nails if he think it's going to go somewhere. But what's even ruined that is that they come in the gate day one talking about, oh, well, we're going to go on a date. My nails need to look good. Can you send me $200? Like, what was going to happen to your nails prior to that? And I would tell any man, if a woman starts off the gate asking you for money, walk off. The first date, and I would tell any man this and woman, that is an interview. It's an interview. You need to find out, just like she asking you what you do for a living, what does she do for a living? And if she get offended, well, why he asked me what I do for a living? Because you need to find out if you're broke. You have some women videos. If a man asks me that, I just don't even talk to him no more. Okay, fine. You didn't pass the test. How you gonna sit up here and ask a man what he do for a living? You talking about his income, but he can't find out if you don't have a place to stay? You living at home with your mama and you're 35 years old? No. What do you do for a living? Where do you work? It's not that the man want money from you by asking that question. He just want to know if you're gainfully employed. Do you have your own place to stay? The minimum things that all adults, right, should have: a place to stay, income, some sort of vehicle to drive. It don't have to be the most expensive vehicle, just a vehicle to drive. You can go to and from to get to work. You can feed yourself, clothe yourself. In other words, you're not coming in the gate being a bill. It's like we building a relationship with each other. I got you, you got me. That's really what that is. Now, she talking about playing this long game. Here's the thing. Sure, you can do that. You can do all the cooking, and you could do all the, you can be the most acrobat woman in the bedroom and all of that. But if that wasn't pure, eventually it's going to come out. See, eventually, when you do get that man and it wasn't pure what you were doing, eventually you're going to stop doing it. And then the man at first was like, well, before, man, she was, I didn't have to even try to ask her to get cracked. Man, she like grabbing me and bringing me in the bedroom. Man, she always had food cooked, X, Y, Z. Now I'm with her, it's like, I ain't getting nothing no more. Like, she ain't cooking no food, tell me to pick up some fast food. Like, ooh, because it wasn't genuine. That's why. It was just a strategy to trap you in there. Because, trust me, in the beginning, they great at that. They'll look the best. They'll do all that stuff for you. But then if it wasn't pure, it'll taper off. I always tell a man, like, get with a woman that loves to cook. And just because a woman loves to cook doesn't mean that she has she's unhealthy. Because they got women that love to cook, but they make vegan food, or I tell men health conscious is also very important, especially definitely the older you get, more health conscious. Make sure the woman got the same membership as you somewhere at somebody's health club. That way both of you got something in common together. You understand? But if it's not pure, it'll taper off, and then that relationship gonna end because now you got this man basically on a false pretense. Because you really just only wanted him for his income. And then if a woman wants you only for your income, you could lose it, bruh. You can lose that great job. Your business can go under. It's happened to many people. Now, you can get another job to make more money, or you can get another business or something, but people have lost that. And then people have also lost their marriages and their girlfriends or whatever because they were never with them for the right reason. But I would tell any man that lost a woman because you lost your job or whatever, thank God you lost it, because God got that woman away from you, and he's going to put you in a position where you could get the woman that's going to be truly for you. But I tell any man, don't you get with no woman that can't do for herself, especially past 30. Well, I can't even say that. I won't even put an age on it. I won't do that. But when you 25 and up, you should be taking care of yourself. Even younger, right? But when you 30, 40 and all that, you still don't got your act together. And the same thing with a man. You a man that don't got your act together? You still sleeping on somebody's couch as a doggone man? What? No. I'm a firm believer if a man ain't got his money right, he shouldn't even date. Because dating costs money. It do. I'm not telling you got to go pay a woman's rent or car note. But I'm saying, man, to go do something, it costs a little money. It's not free. But be with people on the right reason. Don't try to manipulate somebody. Because you're manipulating people, it's going to come out in the end. It is. That's one thing I never wanted to do, is be with someone on false pretenses. No. Because you truly don't like that person. You just want to use that person. And, people who use people, you never, like my grandmother always say, you never have a good end. And that's just the truth.